We're a couple of blocks off of famed Sunset Boulevard at historic Riviera Country Club in Pacific Palisades, California. With Frank Nobilo up here in the tower, I'm Rich Lerner, and Frank, Riviera is undoubtedly special. From the Hollywood vibe to the history that Hogan made here, there are a few places that can match Riviera.
It's just a straight-out great golf course. George Thomas, the great designer, did a phenomenal job here. It's hard to criticize a single hole on this golf course, and you referenced Hogan. This is one of the many places that is called Hogan's Alley. And yet the little quirk of fate at Riviera is neither Nicklaus or Woods ever won around here.
Nope, that's into the left rough, and that will be a big ask to get home in two here on this first hole. And that is safely in the left side of the fairway. A fine start here to his round. And he should like that one. He'll have an excellent chance to go for this first green in two.
Key to this golf course is finding fairways. No surprise, 3-wood off the first tee. You might see that a few times today. Finds the fairway.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Wow, what a nice way to start the day, Frank.
Straight out of the gate, and the barn door is officially open.
Now from a little less than 200 yards, this a second to the par 5. Okay, pretty good shot right there. Didn't quite release all the way out after landing in the fairway, but still, chance for an up and down birdie at this par 5. Got to be thinking about making this one from just off the edge of the green. This for eagle. Doesn't look like a lot of movement to this one. It's for eagle.
Are you kidding me? That looked like it was in.
This from about 10 feet. Nope. Disappointment there. I'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. And you've got to be hoping that is a harbinger of things to come. A well-played first hole of the day, yielding an easy birdie. Okay, a well-deserved birdie there, and it puts him into red figures as well, moving to 1 under par. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Next up, the number 1 handicap hole at Riviera, the 471-yard par 4 second, playing into the prevailing ocean breeze, making it play that much longer. Par is a very good score here. And that will do just fine. That one up the right side. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Second shot for him now at the second. It is on the green, but that will be a tough putt on the way. So this a long one now for his second to the par 4. Getting this thing rolling should not be an issue. It is a long, down-the-slope putt for birdie. Oh, that is so nicely judged from that far away. That required a lot of touch down the slope. Well done. A birdie opportunity at 2, and Nota Begay is down there.
And a bit of concern here coming straight down the hill, but one thing in his favor, there isn't a whole lot of break.
That one just gonna sneak on by.
Sometimes you worry so much about the putt getting away that you completely forget to hit it.
Well, Frank, you know it's not ideal, but sometimes psychologically a bogey's not that bad.
It would have been easy to come completely off the rails there. So all in all, I'd take a bogey.
Okay, no damage there. Back-to-back pars to get the round going. Disappointment there. That'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. +1 in the early going. No problem with that. Moving now to the 434-yard par 4 third at Riviera. Best way to attack here is to carry that fairway bunker on the left to set up a good angle on your approach. Oh, and it's a narrow fairway here at 3, but that'll be in a great spot. tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
Good drive, left of center, flag cut back right. You can just go straight at it.
Working from the rough, here's his second at 3.
Well, it was either too much for breakfast or a little too much club, and that's going to leave a very tough downhill next one.
From the fairway nota, this his second.
148 yards left to the hole. Pin is in the back right corner of this green.
Well, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Has a shot of about 145 yards.
It's just a touch too long. I mean, personally, I'd rather it be putting back up the hill than coming down. It's pretty quick.
A back right hole location here as he gets set for his second to the par 4.
It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
This will be a 14-foot putt here. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. And yes, very well read. To 1 under now for the day. Not much left here for birdie. You bet. Easy as can be. That's in for birdie. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Arriving now at the 236-yard par 3 fourth, what Ben Crenshaw once called the greatest par 3 hole in America, high praise from the 19-time PGA Tour winner. And that's how a lot of people will play this fourth hole. Land it short and let it roll on. Very well done. Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. One giant bunker on this fourth hole, and this tee shot's going to nestle down in there. He couldn't quite hold the green there, and that is into the left rough. Now some touch needed here for his second.
Way too good, I must say. That was just smashed. Yeah, sizable putt left.
Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, Rich, this is one definitely to take a run at. Not much movement or slope to speak of at all.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by.
An outside look here for birdie.
Oh, that is a picture of class right there. A tee shot on the green, and then a long putt goes down for birdie.
11 feet away.
Good putt right there. I wasn't sure if it was going to turn enough, but it did, and he'll save his par. Two over for the day. Nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Up next, Riviera's 434-yard par 4 fifth. A lot to worry about here. Canyon wall and OB on the right, trees down the left, and of course, the iconic grass mound, which cuts into the fairway short of the green. No issues here. That is into the fairway. That is not where you want to be. That's up on the hill right of this fifth fairway. This maybe a touch right. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. From off the fairway, this is second at number 5.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good. Oh, pumped up there. That's a little too long and consequently going back down the hill now. Going to require some touch.
So he may need to choke up on this one as he gets set for his second.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
Iona's down there. This for birdie.
And Rich, this is a green I am familiar with, and this putt is slower than most people realise. Slightly up that slope, little bit of movement from right to left.
Boy, we are seeing some really good golf here early on. That's going to move him to 4 under to his first 5 holes. 13 feet away. Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. Oh, that is right on the precipice of going down, but I do believe it's going to stay out. So came into this hole at 2 over, but with the double, you can do the math. He's now at 4 over. Cleans that up in the hole. Now to the 6th, affectionately known in some circles as the donut hole. And it's easy to see why. One putt bunker dead in the center of the green. And that's the genius of the hole, as it takes away the safe spot and forces you to play target golf. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Oh yeah, that's how you take that bunker out of play. A super shot into this sixth green. Yeah, that's nicely done. Birdie putt coming up here at the sixth. Now a delicate little chip here for his second. Look here at birdie.
Speed, not break, will be the issue here as it picks up momentum going down the slope.
Oh no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way.
He has a 12-footer here.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Oh yes, that's the right line, and it's in for a birdie. Well done. Three under on the day. Disappointment there. I'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Really a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Moving on to the seventh, 408-yard par 4 with a massive bunker running down the left side and a barranca down the right. Fairway narrows considerably at the 270-yard mark, so accuracy off the tee critical. This one starting a hair right. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway.
This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
130 yards to the front portion of the green, 136 all the way to the hole, pin just on. And the pin, it's in the front portion of the green.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Second shot, good look at the green.
Oh, that was a good strike. Took it straight at it too, that one bounce and check. Well played.
Wasn't right down the middle, but it wasn't bad at all. Coming at this second shot from the right side of the fairway. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. So, after the fortunate kick, his second to the par 4. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
"15 feet away. Yep, good par save right there. He knew that came back to his left, and he put it on a perfect line. Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. 5 feet now for birdie. Disappointment there. That'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. The surprises don't stop here on Riviera's front side as we come to the 433-yard par 4-8. One of course designer George C. Thomas's all-time favorites. A split fairway is the unique feature here. Like many holes, this one forces you to really have a strategy. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. And he knows here on a short par 4, better to be left with a full iron than something in between, so smart decision to go with the 3-wood there. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Yeah, playing for this right side fairway, and that is right where you want to be. So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
He's in a good spot, 126 yards left to the flag. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
It's a good shot, but does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
So after the missed fairway, his second now from the rough at 8.
Always a good shot in the rough, but now a chance for a birdie. So that's a good approach shot.
That pin in the front right quadrant of the green today as he stares down his second. This one looks right on point.
Jack Nicklaus always told me hole high, that was the goal. Little left, but hole high and inside 10 feet. Well done.
Trying to go for the right side fairway here, but this is a bit too far right, and it's going to end up in the rough.
A long one coming up here for birdie.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. 18 feet from the bottom of the cup. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. This will move to his right for birdie. Ah, yes, well done. It's a birdie to move to 4 under now on the day. Disappointment there. That'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. We finish up the front side at Riviera with a 458-yard par 4 ninth, one of the finest par 4s in the game. A long, straight drive. If he can manage it, we'll take the 2 fairway bunkers out of play. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. And this is going to be in a good spot as that'll come to rest in the left portion of the fairway. And that ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker. Going to have to flight this a long way. His second out of the bunker. Nah, coming out of the bunker, just couldn't get enough club head on the ball and comes up well short. Need to be careful not to take much, if any, sand here. His second to this par 4. Well, lesson there, I think, is if you find the bunker, you're just asking for trouble. Short of the green and a lot of work to do to salvage par. Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
That'll be from about 90 yards away. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Now this for birdie.
Now, Rich, I've been in there, I've taken a good look at this one, and I'm not seeing a lot in it. Up the slope, not a great deal of break. Confident roll required.
Nope. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par. Oh, no, no. 5 for par at the 9th. And that will mean it's a 34 on the front side, 1 under par. So attacking here, it's a bogey at the 9th. And that's going to be a 1 over score of 36 on this outward 9. Okay, so it's a bogey for him here at the 9th. And this will be a 4 over score of 39 on this front side. Up next, the 315-yard par 4 10th. This may be the most beloved hole at Riviera, short par 4 that offers so many options. Certainly drivable, but only a perfect drive will hold this green. And the miss right will usually result in a bogey or worse. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker.